everybody. Welcome back to the Urban Whispers podcast. I'm your host, LaCie Knight, and once again, I'm joined with my fabulous co-host at Sloane _ Bueller and Morg Stays Book, where the Urban Whispers podcast, you all, is really dedicated to honoring authors in the space of romance, specifically urban authors and contemporary writers and Black women. We just really want to acknowledge them for their contribution to the genre of romance and all the different subgenres within it. Today, we're going to check in and see where everybody is on their StoryGraph challenge. I have been slacking. We're also going to have like a conversation around what does it mean to be a casual reader, and does it really have an impact on how smart you are, if you will. Then we've been spinning the wheel, you guys, so I want to hear what they thought about the books that they had to spin. We're going to see if Morgan actually listened to us and read the interracial romance that we were pressed for her to read. I went and reread it, so I want to know if she read it. But how y'all doing, Sloane and Morgan?
Hey.
I've been tired, but I think it's just the weather. I started getting back into the gym last year, and randomly my knee started hurting. I said, "Oh Lord, this is life." And this weather, my knee has been killing me. But yeah, I haven't been reading though. So, but I've been watching a lot of reality television.
True crime. What you watching?
I have been watching. You do, but I like true crime. I've been watching American Monster on HBO Max. Their most recent season, their latest season is very Black. I don't know why, but there's a lot of Black episodes on that last season. Yeah. And then just for, a little lightness, I've been watching Crime Scene Kitchen on Disney. It's on Hulu, but my Disney Plus is connected. So, I've been watching it there.
What is Crime Scene Kitchen?
So it's a baking competition show, and it's actually really cool. Like, they set up a kitchen and the contestants have to go in and figure out from the clues what dessert was made and recreate it. But there's also like clues to throw you off. Like on the first episode, they had a package of raspberries in the refrigerator, but you were supposed to know there were no raspberries in the dish because it was still sealed and in the refrigerator and not like out on the counter or in the trash. So some of them make like the completely wrong dessert. Yeah, and some of them like are very spot on.
Okay. Cool.
It's interesting. I like it. Little light show.
Yeah. What's been going on with you, Morgan?
Nothing much. Read a decent amount in January.
You've been traveling.
I have. In Atlanta for a week. Came back to the snow.
Nice. The snowcrete.
Yeah, but been all right, losing myself in books because, child, the world has gone to shit.
Yeah, it has. I have been watching reviews of reality shows that I watch, but I got irritated with the cast, so I was like, I'm not watching them anymore. So I would listen to the reviews that people are having so that I could be irritated in that way. So we have Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, their 3-part reunion, which those white ladies did not need 3 parts. They could have wrapped that up in 20 minutes, quite honestly.
Oh, okay.
But that just wrapped. And it had me thinking, because I'm big in reality. And I was thinking specifically in the Housewives world. And like on the Housewives of Potomac, all of the fans, and I was out last night and somebody was talking about it. And I was like, y'all could never make me hate Giselle Bryant. Like, period. She is the mean girl on on Real Housewives of Potomac. That's her role, to be the mean girl, and she does it so well. But I don't know, I just like her, and I like her because she knows what her place is, and she stays in her lane. But there's this new woman on there. Her name is Stacy, and like she's a dimwit, but that's the trope that she gives. I can't stand her, but the world loves her, and she's being quote unquote ganged up on by everybody this entire season. For one, she lied like a lot. The first season that she was on, she lied about everything, and they were calling her out, and so it is a gang up, so to speak. But fans have this visceral reaction to her being ganged up on, and for me, it's like, but that's just what the Housewives do. Every Housewives franchise, every season, they gang up on somebody. But these people are just like, this gang up is just too much. It's so much bullying, and I'm like, Tamra Judge gets ganged up on Real Housewives of OC every 3 years. They jump down her throat and she winds up screaming and crying and all that. They literally do all these gang ups, and I was just like, shut the fuck up about it. Like, just watch the show. Just enjoy it for what it is. It's trash TV. Like, but people really are, and I be on X and watching the people have the meltdowns, like I said, listening to the commentary, be like, this is tired, it's late. But in the same breath, I'm going back to Salt Lake City. There are two women that I never liked on Salt Lake City: Lisa Barlow and Meredith, whatever her last name is, I forget. Meredith Marks. This season, towards the end of the season, I was telling my friend, I was like, they got me starting to like Lisa and Meredith because the whole cast was trying to gang up on her. They said that she had this epic meltdown on the plane, but there's no video footage. The flight attendants aren't talking about it, and everybody's just like, she got a drinking problem. Her husband cheats on her. She pops pills. Like, they just really be going for her. And Lisa's the only person that's kind of like having her back. And so their friendship, even though a few years ago, Lisa had her heart mic moment where she literally was like, I can't stand Meredith. She's fucked half of New York. And it was like she was talking to a producer, but it was on the mic. And so like she just dragged her. But it was like years ago, and everybody's like, I can't see how Meredith would even forgive you and be your friend. And Meredith was like, we friends for real. And that was 4 years ago. I can't stay mad about this for forever. We talked it out. But y'all want to sit here and just villainize me in this way. And I was just like, it's draining to me. Because if you don't like the person, it's okay to watch the gang up. But if we like the person, then it's just like, don't do this, don't do that. So I was like, even though I like reality TV, I'm taking a break from it. But I will say that my other favorite show is called Unfaithful. Caught in the Act Unfaithful with Tammy Roman. It's basically the new
basically cheaters, yeah.
Yes, it's the new cheaters. But what cracks me up is, for me, I'm like, Tammy Roman's a celebrity. How these people don't know who she is whenever she pulls up on them with the cameras? They be like, what are these cameras doing here? She's like, hi, my name is Tammy Roman, and I just wanted you to know that Rose thought you were unfaithful, so I had a surveillance team following you. It'd be some of the funniest things. Like, one man ran toward the pool and jumped in the pool so he couldn't get out. Another man tried to run over the therapist that she brings with him so they could go. But it's interesting. So yeah, I've been reading some too because I'm also in grad school again. I'm getting my master's of divinity, so I started that, and it's just one class so far, but it's homework. Morgan, you didn't tell me it was a lot of reading in grad school.
Sorry. I have 2 masters, honey. It's a lot of reading and writing.
Well, I don't mind the writing part, but it's the reading. Yeah. On week 1, I was like, dog, really?
No, at this level, we're past the formalities of, oh, welcome. No, you get that the first 10 minutes.
No, we didn't. We jumped right into it. And I'm getting a master's of divinity, and it's like we jumped into the word immediately. Mm-hmm. We introduced ourselves throughout the conversation. It wasn't even like because he had sent the syllabus. He was like, here's my bio about me. And he was like, did y'all read it? Did y'all see these things? I was like, absolutely. I read everything. I'm ready. But it's a different world. I will also say that I'm a little bit excited, but I don't really have a lot of time. But I have a new story in my heart. It's not romance story. Like if y'all read my second book, Echoes of Us, and it ended. It's not, but what I'm liking, and I'm doing research on it too. I'm not gonna give too much away because I've always talked about it. Like I read that book by what's her name? I say her name wrong all the time. It's like I'm gonna call her Kimberly forever.
Kennedy Ryan.
Kennedy Ryan. So I read Kennedy. What book was it that I read?
Well, you read Can't Get.
I read all of them, but the first Can't Get Enough, was that the one I was complaining about?
Or Before I Let Go. It's the first one, I think.
With the couple that got back together at the end?
Yeah, I believe it.
So Can't Let Go. It was good. Like, before I jump into it, it was a very good, I enjoyed it. The issue that I often have with the second chance romances is that I've always wanted to read a story where they're broken up and you get to see more about what happens in that space. Like when I was reading that book, Can't Get Enough, I really thought, I was like, oh, she's really about to show me how they really do the work to get back to each other. And so I was texting Morgan while I was reading, and I was like halfway through, I was like, oh my God, yes, they're going to get back together. It's so cute. I cannot wait to read how they do all of this.
Keep reading.
It was literally the last 3 pages of the book. She wrapped it up so fast. And I was like, the story was great. And I don't know. And I read the second book by the second book of the Friends. I'm gonna read the third one too, because I do like her writing. She does keep me engaged in the content. Mm-hmm. But even that second, but anyways, that book, I was just like, why did you wrap it up like that in the end so quickly? When I felt, and I don't know if other people feel this way, but I really feel like if you're writing to a mature audience, seeing people go through that struggle and come out on the end, I want to read something like that. And I've been reading and looking for that for a while, and I haven't found it. And so 2 weeks ago, I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, oh, I met a couple. So they are literally going to go through with all the things, and we're going to take y'all through it. And I would be crying. I was crying while I was writing. I was like, just the synopsis of it. So I'm really excited to finally have something to write about. Don't know when it's coming out. Don't know when I'll finish it, but it's because I'm a second chance author myself. So that's my romance trope. And then that second book by Kennedy, I just don't like, everybody don't need to be fucking redeemed. I was really mad that and what year did that book come out? Did it come out this year?
No.
Yeah, if it didn't come out, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody.
It came out years ago, like 2 years ago.
Perfect. So if you haven't read it, too fucking bad. I'm about to tell y'all. So,
you are talking about the second book, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's the name of the second book?
So the first one is Before I Let Go. The second one is This Could Be Us, and that one came out. I lied. That one came out, 2024, March 2024.
Damn. Oh, that's 2 years ago. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. The fact that motherfucker got to get on a plane and escape his comeuppance, I was livid. And I was like, see, this is why I read urban street romance, because homie should have been chopped up. He would have been, like you sat here and bankrupted me with all, I got 17 million children, and you sitting here having a baby with the girl and committing fraud and all these things. And she was just like, yeah, he got away. Like the man was like, he left. And she was fine with it. I was like, no, I'm going to, the last 2 pages, Kennedy should have been her and her new husband pulling up in Bali and pushing him over a boat or something. Like, let's
like they did with Menace and the Family. Yeah,
that's why. Shout out to Chanel Parker and her karma for everybody.
But the karma that Chanel be giving these people be so righteous, and it don't even be the same type of. It's not, everybody doesn't die.
Everybody don't die.
Karma. Everybody don't go to jail. Everybody, it's like you get like that one. I'm not gonna say the name of the book because I don't want to spoil that, but I'm going because I want people. But the young lady being a thought and causing so much turmoil in so many people's lives, and her comeuppance was having to deal with HIV and then live in denial and not be treated for it. and pass away. I mean, she wound up dying. She did not have to die. She just didn't want to do treatment. And I'm keep bringing me back to that point because I read a book. Y'all been wanting me to read this woman, and I finally read her 2 days ago, and she my kind of girl. But hold on. And so, but anyways, but that chick getting handled, and then that other girl that was super messy who pissed this one guy off and he turned her into a crackhead. I was like, woo.
I know who you're talking about.
Watch that downfall of her, and it's like you can't feel bad because she did so much horrible stuff. Now, usually, the girl would get beat down by the other girl, or all. No, he was like, "I'm gonna lace this joint," and she was so messy and so evil, but she did not do drugs because her parents were drug addicts. Okay. So for him to change her and make her this way, and she didn't know that he laced the joint, but she was like,
he also still got his karma.
Oh, he did. He got his karma too, but everybody got it.
Mm-hmm. Everybody. That was my first book that I read by her, and I was in shock. I was like, oh my gosh.
Now, we'll say, Danielle, My Little Secret 1 through 3 is very irritating, and I was reading it because I wanted to read the book that's the Amazon. I had to read it because Amazon was like, this is a spinoff, so you should read. And I had purposely not read those 3 books because I knew they were going to irritate me, and then I read them because I want to read the standalone. I was like, I'm going to be irritated.
Yeah.
Child, you can't.
And the reason why you're irritated is because that girl is like 18, 19, and she basically kind of do whatever she wants, and they work out for her. Like, but also still, when, Chanel talks about karma, it's still sometimes, bad stuff still will happen to her, but then it just kind of worked out for her. But, she had plot armor from being the main character. So.
Yeah. And she, and also she naive. It's really the people. Honestly, it wasn't even Brooklyn that I was mad at because she was just.
It was all of the people around her.
It was everybody else around her. Literally,
like, why y'all letting her do that? Why y'all letting her do all this stuff?
Why y'all spoiling her? Like, why all of that?
Like she's an adult, but she was not grown. Why are y'all letting her do that?
And it was her mama, her brothers, and her daddy fault, and then her cousins too. Everybody would just let her. It's like, you ain't gotta have no consequences, girl. Okay, fine. I don't know what world we in where you ain't gotta have no consequences. But back to the HIV. I read, and I was sitting there the whole time, like, I love a book that makes me cry. And it really wasn't any reason for me to cry, but I did. I was shedding some tears because I was more so crying because I was just so appreciative of the way that she told the story and was teaching the reader about HIV. And the book is by Mel Dahl. And
Tainted Love.
Yes, and it was Love Untainted.
Oh, and Love Untainted.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so I always enjoy when a book gives you a twist because it's about a couple, and originally this guy, he is instantly attracted to this woman, but she's very standoffish. And she and her friends are telling him that her husband passed away. And that was the love of her life. So she's just still grieving. And I feel like maybe 4 years had gone on since he fell in love, just the husband died. So finally they're getting close, and he's like, why are you not being intimate with me? And she finally is like, I'm HIV positive. And he has just the most incorrect reaction. But to me, but it's also because I'm knowledgeable of things. But I just feel like, and I don't know when the book came out, but I was just like, even if it came out in 2019, like the information has been available. But he and her best friend's husband, they have just the incorrect reaction to it. But Mel Dahl writes this story so the people around them are like giving them wisdom and guidance, and it doesn't seem like it's an infomercial on all of this or even a textbook. It is like true conversations. Like, hold on one second, somebody's at my door. Oh, you looking, girl? It's probably just the Amazon people. Well, my daughter looking. So, but I just really I just loved that so much. And then when I finished that book, I was like, let me find out more about her. That's like her thing. Like she's always teaching you all in whatever she's writing. So for me, I was like, I'm locked in with you. And the short reads. Now I read the second book that she had about this couple, and I will say I read it because Amazon set me up. I thought, because like I told you, I'm writing my story about a couple that goes through something and comes out on the end. Whether or not they end to get up together or not, I don't know. But so I read the second book, and I thought that's what that was going to be about. But it was really just I'm catching you up, and it's that one is called
Love
Unequivocal. Yeah. Well, you didn't have to read that book. It wasn't necessary.
Okay.
It was still good, but no, you didn't have to write that book. Because it was like, it was cute to see them together, and it was, but it was about like, it wasn't necessary because
she don't want a catch up book. She wants something to happen. That's all. That's what she's saying.
It's not
y'all.
even that. It's not. I love a catch up book. I read all the catch up books. Like I do like it, but the way that the synopsis of it made it seem like she and her husband were going to go through the thing to come out on the other end. Like they're like something from California is threatening to harm da 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 da. That's not what it was. It was like she working her job, a woman comes to her job, and even when I was reading, I was like, oh, so this bitch from California gonna start flirting with her husband because the daughters go to school together or something. No, none of that happened. It was literally this woman and her had beef at work, essentially. And then like in the middle of the book, there's like a little blurb where they do talk about how, because this woman is HIV positive and they're married now and they have kids. He's not positive. His children don't have disease, so they do everything that they're supposed to do. And I'm not going to say anything here because I would really love everybody to read that book, honestly. But he almost cheats on her. Like it's like a throwback. Like he almost cheated on her. He was having inappropriate text messaging conversations with somebody. And I was like, tell us that. And then for me, when I read that, I was like, this right here, because she is positive. She married him, but she always in the back of her mind felt like he would always try to cheat on her because she never felt adequate enough as a woman to be in a relationship and with a man who's like doing all these things. He's taking PrEP and what have you, to stay with her. And so he doesn't cheat, but he does have like the inappropriate conversation. She finds out about it, and for her, it's like all the fears that she had in general are happening now. And so they had to work through that. They went to counseling and all. I was like, I would have loved to see this couple who had to do a lot of work in that first book. First of all, she had to break down her walls around keeping herself preserved because she didn't want people to know her status. She wasn't trying to deal with rejection from men. He was like, and he was even telling her like, you got me, you lucky, like in the first book. And he had to sit there and change his mind in that first book. They did all that work. I would have liked to see in that second story how that happened. Like this woman comes and talks to him and flirts with him, and like, I'm not a proponent of cheating, but I do understand how when you're stressed about things, the enemy will swoop in, because he cut it off. He knew he was inappropriate and he cut it off, and he was like, I can't do this to my wife. And then after he cut it off, she finds out, but and then she left him and took the kids with her. But she left him and went to his parents' house, so you knew they wasn't getting divorced. Like she was like, I'm at your mama and daddy house. I'm gone. But I would have liked to have seen that story versus the other one, because it was just like
the work conflict story. Yeah,
it was. I don't need a work conflict in my romance. I got work conflict in my real life. I don't need those things. So yes, so we have that. So I've been reading a lot, but yeah,
I'm jelly.
Yeah, I have been, girl. It's on and popping. And, I'm back in Chanel's world. I told y'all I'm back, even though I really
She
wish
back like she never left.
We're back. I even read I forget. Oh, that book by Antoinette Sherrill that I said I wasn't gonna read because I was mad at Kennedy. But I did read it. It was good. It wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. Kennedy still ain't shit, even though everybody's like, that's Big Dog Ken. I was like, fuck her. Like the whole time I was reading the book, and I was like, I get why you mad, girl. Like they did burn your face up in that fire, and ain't nobody tell you, and now you friends with the family that almost killed you. For like many books have come out since that fire happened. So she figures it out in this book, and she's getting her revenge. But it's like, these my people, Savvy and Shabu, those my dogs, and my girl gotta get arrested at the end of the book because you petty. Girl, hell no. Like, I was like, fuck her. And then I was so mad. I was livid. And she gonna put out another one. And I was like, if Savvy don't get out of jail, I'm gonna lose my mind. And Jaquel Dre, recipes to your mom. I'm not rushing you, but I'm just saying, if Menace don't raise hell in your next book.
Oh.
Take your time and warn your mom.
Absolutely.
You ain't gotta do shit this year at all. But when you do,
she had a lot of releases last year. Goodness gracious!
Like you can. I said you can even do you can even treat us like the lady who wrote 3 a.m. We'll see you in a decade. All I'm saying is when the book come out, if Menace don't do what needs to be done, I'm gonna fight you in real life.
Oh, okay. I would say she should do like Ashley Nicole. She should just do like Ashley Nicole. Like, girl, just log off and tell us like 2 days before you drop the book that you finna do it, and then just.
I would love that. She could, but yeah. But
Ashley Nicole in her Facebook group, she'll be like, the delivery truck is coming, and all that means is just get ready.
I love that.
There's no telling when. It might be 3 weeks. It might be 24 hours.
I love that. What's her name? Sion does that too. Because Sion will tell you that it's coming out, then it doesn't come out. Then all of a sudden on 1 week, on Saturday morning at 6 a.m., she's like, hey, y'all, here's the booklet. Hey, y'all, on Amazon. I'm like, girl, what? And then I'm like, oh, well, I got to put everything that I'm reading down because my girl, that's how I go. Every single time. I'm like, oh my God. It's like if Beyonce drop an album in the middle of the night, I'm stopping what I'm doing. If Sion put a book out, and Sion's family had a house fire too, they got a GoFundMe. So y'all find her GoFundMe and help them, get their shit back.
I mean, because when she showed that first picture, I said, oh girl, that's your computer. That's your income. That's your livelihood. Yeah. And she did get fired. It basically was a loss, not just due to the fire, but through, them having to put out the fire.
And it's also because of the ineptness of the local government in New Orleans. Like the fire hydrants weren't pumping out water, so they couldn't even do what they had to do. It was actually a whole neighborhood that was decimated in that fire. Like I know a couple of other people whose families were impacted as well. Wow. Yep. And that's like the third incident in New Orleans where firefighters couldn't not a neighborhood being decimated, but just like if a fire happened, they weren't able to get the hydrants to work. So yeah, it's jacked up. It's a jacked up situation. But what were you about to say, Morgan?
You were saying something about Jaquel, and I just got accepted to the official group on Facebook.
Oh, welcome. I thought you were part of that long list of people. I saw it. I was like, dang, look at all these people.
And I haven't said anything because I don't want to get kicked out. I'm just here to be, at this point. I don't wait for the drops.
How stupid those people are in her group, though.
Somebody created a book with one of the characters, but it was her or something.
Yes.
I'm like, y'all are insane.
Yes, she does. And
as I'm reading, I'm like, okay, so they have a little bit of free will to kind of like cackle and all that kind of stuff, but don't cross the line. Like, Yeah.
Well, they will cross the line. They're habitual line steppers. But Jaquel, she's usually more active in there. She recognizes that is a monster that she created.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, but it's actually been much more respectful
such
now.
interesting friends.
It's been much calmer in there now because everybody recognizes that she's dealing with a lot, and the people that have sense will drag the hell out of somebody who says anything out of step.
Crazy, yeah.
Point, which I am like, finally, I do see that your fans have sense, because before they just be super crazy and just it would be so aggravating.
But she even put it in her post, like, talking about me in my chat is diabolical or something like that. I'm like, yeah, wow, y'all are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. People are really weird. I remember this author that I really like. She had came out with a book, and like I knew people who were like, "Oh, I hated that book," and I DM'd her, and I'm like, "You did what?" I'm like, "Are you her beta reader?" And they said no, and I was like, "Oh."
So you just
like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
But you know something really interesting? Authors be allowing people to sit there and DM and talk to them. Like, I beta read for 2 authors.
Yeah.
And in our chats, one lady was like, "Yeah, you know, this woman, she saw the synopsis of the book and just opted not to read it, gave me a bad review, and then told me in a Facebook message that I'm not reading her book because you shouldn't be writing content like this." And she entertained her for like a little while, and we were in our Facebook message group like, "Why the fuck are you talking to her? Like, stop! You ain't gotta talk to her." It's so many other people that enjoyed what you wrote, like that took the time to read what you wrote and provide like valuable insight. Like, what are you doing with her?
I think I've said this before, and I'll always say it. Some of my favorite authors that wrote books where I'm like, I'm not going to read that. I will catch you on the next one. And that's exactly what I do. I was like, this is just a little too much. Ashley Nicole, I love you, but I am not in a space to read Gravity, girl. Cannot do it right now. Or that Montgomery sisters. Yep, nope, that had heavier themes too. I said, oh no, I'll catch you on the next one.
It might have heavier themes, but it ain't. The themes are heavy, but it's Ashley Nicole. She ain't gonna go but so far. Now with Gravity, she did the most. But usually,
I have not heard from anybody who has read that book who has not cried.
Girl, but you know me, I'll cry any given time. Like, I was reading some book and I was like, what am I crying? I was just so proud of the changes that the boy was going through. I was like, you would think he was somebody I knew for real. It was nothing bad.
Yeah, I'm a crybaby. I'm a crybaby. I had to call one of my friends. One time. I was reading this book and I was like, I think this girl about to die. I said, please assure me that this woman writes happily ever after. She's not gonna die. I said, you don't know the book or the author. I said, but just tell me so I could hear somebody say it. I'm a crybaby.
You know what I do? I flip to the end of the book and just read.
I really wanted to, but the book, it was a fantasy book. And I really wanted the journey of how we got there. So I didn't flip to the end. Girl, I really needed the journey.
I would flip to the end and start reading backwards in a heartbeat.
Oh my God. This is not a manga, ma'am.
I would, but I'll do it. I will. I'll be like, I got to get to a point where it's like, okay, I'm fine. Let me go back to where I was now, because I know it's all going to level out at some point.
See, now I'll read the epilogue or the last chapter, but I ain't done that one.
No, I definitely.
I haven't flipped to see where it gets gets reassured for me. I haven't done that one.
Or either I'll read enough from the back to be like, I can go back to where I was. I don't necessarily need to know what's happening, but I will read backwards and be like, okay, this is. Or I'll be like, how the hell? Let me just go back. How the hell this happened right here? Let me just go back to where I was, and then when I get there, fine.
But also, depending on the author, I will flip to the back every time just to see if it says to be continued.
Oh, that's what I do with every Sion Lee book. And if it says to be continued, I get pissed off. Because, girl, write a damn standalone one time.
You wrote a standalone so bad. I think the Christmas book that is definitely not happening was going to be a true standalone.
I don't think so.
I think it was intended to be a true standalone.
Blaze and Chanel's story was going to be a standalone, and we got a part 2, which we don't need. Like, girl.
Well, I knew that wasn't going to be a standalone because it was part of the whole series. I knew it wasn't going to be a standalone, but
she needed this. Johanna and Kiko's book was a standalone.
It was. That was the first one I read by her.
That one, and then the one with Johan's cousin, Zuli and Zahara. I like that one too.
Zuli Jr.
Mm-hmm.
Now I was part of Team Free Big Zuli, so I love Zuli Jr.
I like Zuli Jr. too. I thought he was a stand-up gentleman.
Considering, yes.
But now that I'm thinking about that, they did go through it. They worked it out. They went. So Sienna do be her couples, but they be toxic, but they be breaking up. Like Camilla and Jaheim broke up. And
Keiko and Johan broke up real bad.
But see how they wrapped that up at the end? She was pregnant. And that was it. Like, they didn't get back together till the day before she gave birth. She was not messing with that man at all. But I wouldn't have been messing with him either. You tried to kill me, dog. Like, what are you talking about?
He was so mad.
You literally tried to kill me. Like,
they broke up real bad.
That's like I was telling our cousin in that other book. I was like, and she was reading the Twisted series. I was like, dog, they love each other, and there's 3 books about them. But in that second book, he's trying to kill her. And I was like, but they both are psycho, so they work it out. But he adamantly, it's like he's searching for her to murder her. Like, but for me, I was like, I like it because the story that is such a crazy ass story that I wish.
That's the interracial one you told her to read, right?
Yeah, I was like, because she was so mad with the other one. I was like, here you go, read this one real quick, Amber. And she was there, she liked it. I was like, here you go, girl.
You can give people stuff, and I was like, well, read The Devil Wears Baccarat, because I read that and I said, wait a minute, this is a white man.
I was like, Amber, she liked the psycho shit. So I was like, read this book real quick. And then she reads so fast. I was like, just read this one real quick, Amber. And so that way you know that all IR authors do not write the way that author. That
she does read fast because she's done with the StoryGraph, isn't she?
Yeah, she finished it in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So speaking of the StoryGraph, how are y'all doing with the challenge?
I have 7 of the
genres.
What I've done is I have purposely attacked StoryGraph this month, like trying to get as many of the prompts out the way with all of my reading. So I'm in 2 other challenges. One of them is a 52-week. It's I read 20 books in January and 19 of them applied or something like that to the prompts. So, and then in hours, I have 7 of the prompts done.
Well, folks, if you are on StoryGraph, there's about 7 participants, so some more people should join us in this challenge. The prompt Morgan did a fabulous job with these prompts. Honestly.
Thank you.
So I'm excited to add it. I don't know if I feel like this is incorrect. It says I have 2 of the 12 prompts done, but no, that's not true because I added these books. But whatever.
Did you read them?
Yeah, I need to go look and see if they're.
If you read them,
because they're marked as read, or maybe because I'm doing a couple of challenges as well.
If it's marked as read, then it means that if you actively read them in January and you added them to the challenge, then it automatically does it. Now, if you don't want that book applied there, then remove it. But yeah,
no. Because even in the other, I don't know. Even in the other challenges, the books show up. So I don't know what I did. Maybe I didn't add them. But I'll go back and look. But yes, the StoryGraph challenge by the pod is active and live. Thank you for the folks who are participating in the challenge. Sloane, get with it. Come with some joggers.
You know, joggers, spring, summer, joggers.
So we also, what were we gonna say?
Maybe with Valentine's Day coming up, I'll get inspired. But I don't know. It's just been a lot. That's why I think I've been watching True Crime.
It's Mardi Gras. That's Mardi Gras weekend, the big weekend, Valentine's Day.
Oh, is it?
Fat Tuesday is on the 17th. So
what day are you going?
I'll be there Friday the 13th through the 18th. Ash Wednesday. Then we come back.
And Mardi Gras 2027, I'm gonna go back with you, and I'm gonna.
It's in early. That's in early February. It's
okay.
On the 6th.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a short season.
Because I wanna do all the stuff I didn't get to do. I wanna go under the bridge and.
Oh yes.
Yes, some other stuff, but I remember under the bridge for sure.
Yep, I want to do the whole thing in Treme, watch them drumming on Mardi Gras Day. I do all of that. Wake up early in the middle of the night and go see them. Bring it out.
Okay. You doing it this year or next year when I'm there?
I do it all the time.
So, okay, perfect.
We'll be under the bridge.
Perfect. I need to give me some. I'll have my caffeine pills.
Have your caffeine pills. Be ready to walk. I mean, you saw last year. I was like, oh yeah, we can just walk to the mall. What we walk, like 30 blocks?
What are caffeine pills? Hello?
Like actual pills of caffeine? Like a pill?
Yeah.
Where do I get that?
At the store.
Get it at the grocery store. Caffeine pills. But it's not good for your heart, Morgan. But
yeah, don't take too much. Like, no, I was talking about taking it for Mardi Gras to wake up for the drugs. Yeah, no. Now, like a lot of truckers mess themselves up taking them caffeine pills.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, but you buy it at the grocery store, GNC. They sell them. A lot of like when you are doing like lifting weights and stuff, they do it so that your heart rate can pump up, and you can get to that metabolic rate quicker and burn fat. So people use it, but you just have to be careful with it.
Moderation, definitely. That's why I would literally only take it when I needed to wake up for that. Because being out that Monday night and then having to wake up early Tuesday is not for the week.
Exactly. Yeah. So we also we did the spin the wheel challenge.
Yes.
And what was your book, Sloane?
Mine was sci-fi. So I read Kier. I think, hold on, it's K-Y-R, I think. K-I-R, K-Y-R by Nikki Clark. She writes, I mentioned her before. She wrote the Like a Planet series, Lyqa, Like a Planet Lovers. This one, it said that it was book one of this like kind of spin-off series of the Like a Planet series. But if you are going to read it, I would say at least read Saul which is book 3 of the Like a Planet series, because they're a different type of alien race. And she goes into more detail about their actual race in that book and Saul than she did in Kira's Kyr. Than she did in Kier. But it was really interesting. She's a human woman, a Black woman. She ends up on this other planet and she starts out like trading and bartering, for money and stuff like that, in order to live. Because they're not really sure what to do with her, but they're a very advanced like civilization on the Lyqa planet. And she also was not the first human woman that they had saw, which definitely helped. But she meets Kier and they fall in love, and he's like convinced that it couldn't work. His species, his race, they don't really do like emotions, or they think that they don't. Which is why I'm like, go read Saul first, because Saul put so much into it. Yes. But So he leaves, and then he sees his king, essentially, Saul, in the Saul. He sees him in love with another human woman, another Black woman, and he's like, oh, okay. Like, they're very rational. He's like, okay, I could make this work. So he goes back to her, but it takes a long time. Like, it's been a couple of years now. And what's her name? Hold on. I had it pulled up. She is now like an ambassador, Ebony. So funny. Anyhow, she's now like an ambassador on a ship, and so she goes around like kind of helping like doing justice work, social justice work. Like there are people who are arrested or whatever, for breaking a law, and she, researches the law and finds like loopholes for them to get out or whatever. Yeah. And in this one, they go to a prison planet, and there's like some corruption going on there, and he can like read people's minds. I don't know. Anyhow, it's really good. I actually really like this series. This book, not so much, but the only reason why is because it's been a couple of years since I read Saul. So I halfway remember about their species, and I was hoping about their race. Let me not say species, about their alien race. So I was hoping that it would kind of refresh me, but she didn't do too much of that. That would be the only downside. But if you read that one and then read this one, you would like it. And I also like that she does encounter a human man who ended up on an alien planet.
Oh, wow.
And I was looking at it, and it looks like he has a book with an alien woman.
Wow.
So I'm going to go read that. Yeah, I'm going to read that one.
Okay.
All
right, Miss Nikki.
But I love her. Black Girls in Space. She does paranormal too. I think that's basically like most of her collection. I read one contemporary romance from her out of her whole collection. So.
Okay, Nikki Clark, come through. I love that. I'm going to have to check her out. Adding her now. What'd you read, Morgan?
So my trope was arranged marriage, and I read Nassim. And I really enjoyed him.
By Takara.
Yes, and it was. So, I've been like reading like a whole bunch of like historical romance and all these other authors because of arcs I've had to do, reviews I've had to do for them. And so this was like a great palette need in a sense, because I haven't been really in my urban fiction, if you will, bag a lot because of all the other books I've been reading. So I was like, oh, come on, shoot 'em, bang, bang. Yeah. So I probably will read the rest of the series. I am interested in a lot of the other characters. Not sure when, but I will get to them hopefully sometime this year. So,
period.
Yeah, I should though, because my goal this year is pretty high. So I should make it a point.
I like the Richmond crime family saga, and yeah, and they're grown, like they're not children. So I mean, they're late 20s, early 30s, so they're not doing a bunch of childish shit in their story, which I like. I mean, I do like to read the kids doing too much and being stupid, but when you are the head or heads of crime families, I just need you to not be 21 and being as dumb as you are. And so if you're the workers eventually ascending, then yeah, do all that foolishness. But if you're the head of the family or the syndicate, I just need you to have a bit more sense about you. Or if you're young, you just need to be a little more mature. And Takara lets these men be more mature. Like all of their stories it is urban fiction, urban romance. But it don't be like craziness. Like that was arranged. You can actually get all the tropes in the Richmond crime farm story because that's arranged marriage. Then the brothers who comes next, that's a kidnapper story, kidnapper romance.
Oh, lovely.
And
we just love a kidnapping.
I do. And honestly, when you do read it, it's not crazy. they fall in love with each other, but you just have to read it. It's good. It's not your typical, like, it's not that. And I feel like you know what's going to happen in his story, because she really does a good job of, in this, at least I haven't read a lot about Takara. I read her vampire story, and then I read this Khan's Choice, I think is the name of the vampire story, but not also. But at the end of each book, she drops little Easter eggs to let you know exactly what's happening in the next book. You know, it's not like painstakingly clear, but you're like, okay, this happened here. They gotta follow up on it here and how it shows up. And then so that's that. Then in the third one with Keandre, you have I guess you should call it second chance romance, because a huge thing happens at the end of the brother's book that kind of breaks him and his girlfriend up. And then in the fourth book, it's friends to lovers. And it
so
is.
We really could have used the entire series for.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You could have, because but you'd want to read it in order, because the whole family is there, and even though each relationship, you learn more about it in each story, because Keandre and the other cousin, they're twins, and so in Keandre's book, you learn more about his twin brother, which is the third book, and then Nicole is a virgin, so you get the virgin story. So you have that. So it's like you do get all of it, and they were really good. I enjoyed reading all those things. So we have that. I read 2-Minute Warning by Alexandra Warren, and that's a sports trope. And it was cute. I liked it. I would read the other books in this series about the Houston Seahawks. Like, I feel like I would go back and read Can't Catch Me. But yeah, it's about athlete who did not get to go to the Super Bowl. He had a horrible ending of his first season in his first year. And so the next season, he's just hell-bent focused on doing what he got to do to get to the Super Bowl, which sports, yay. And then he's with a social media influencer, and she's about her business. She's about the social media aspect of it. She gets somebody sees them at a party and kind of like puts their business out. They wanted to keep it on the low because she is a social media influencer, but because she's a social media influencer, she's always paired with a different athlete, kind of like Lori Harvey. Like, the world thinks she's a hoe. I don't think she's a hoe, but that's like the energy she gives, because she's out here dating, and she can't be dating. Y'all just think she won't, just because she going out with all these fine ass niggas. Like, she can't do that. Like, we go out all the time with a bunch of people. I'm not a hoe. I'm not sleeping with them. They buy me meals. Like, I'm hungry.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't feel like cooking.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go on a date. I'm not. What are you talking about? But anyway, same thing with Shakira Kiki Knight. She be going out. She be seen with all these athletes, and some of them, it is a quote unquote relationship. Like, she does do the thing to be in a relationship, but oftentimes it's just to be like a girl outside with her homie. And so, but also, so there's that aspect of it, and then her dad is like a well-known sports bettor. So he doesn't, and he's in on a, if they went to the Super Bowl, it's a good team. So it's like, it won't be a good look for him, a top athlete, to be seen with a girl whose dad is known as a bettor. And so, so they work through that relationship. There are some topsy-turvy things that happen because her dad is a mess. But he does love his daughter, and he be trying to keep her out the mess, but he is a mess. But yeah, it was cute. It was I don't think it was a lot. It was like 200. I always make fun of Amber about how fast she reads, and I'm like, oh, it's just 284 pages, and I read it.
You read it in your defense. If you sort StoryGraph, if you sort your StoryGraph like to read shelf, Like you could put on a filter, and one of the filters is less than 300 pages. I said, well, I'm looking for like less than 150.
Yeah, but I was like, oh, so it's 284 pages. That's doable. That's a lot. I didn't realize, but yes. And because once I get into it, I'm into it.
Yeah,
so,
you can read. You can read some.
Yeah.
I feel like that's an issue too, though, with readers or people who are like people I know. Like, how are you reading it so fast? Because it's good. Like, if I can sit and read 200, 300 pages in a day, because I sat and read Demon's Dream in a couple hours. Like,
oh man,
less than 24 for sure. No,
let me tell you,
Sloane has
stayed up all night and read that book. Like,
I read
in the corner while the whole family's enjoying Thanksgiving and just read. I was like, I'm not, and I told everybody, like, don't talk to me. I'm not going to start until I finish this book.
Let me tell you about my Demon's Dream experience. Sion Lee had dropped Zorro's Deja Vu literally like at night, that Friday night. I woke up really early because my sleep schedule because of work. So I woke up really early Saturday morning. I read Zorro's Deja Vu, couple of hours, loved it so much. I said, ooh, I need to continue this high. Let me read that book that everybody liked. Let me read 768 that everybody love and keep talking about. And so I read the 700 plus page book. And so I read both of those long books in the same day. And still like had some day left over.
I feel like Demon's Dream like sealed it for me. I was like, I got to talk about these authors more because why ain't Elle uplifted as high as Jacquel? Elle Casey puts out that fire. I mean, and she goes across, like, Jacquel is urban, straight up, all day. Jacquel, Elle Casey got contemporary, she got urban, she got all the things. Like, and so for me, it was like, and Demon's Dream was like arranged marriage, kidnapping, redemption arc. All of it, girl. That was so. I mean, like everybody goes up. Even like that book's been out for a while, and people still my heart smiles when people say that they're reading it even now, because I'm just like, welcome to the place you're supposed to be in. Correct. And that's why I started this podcast legit, because I was just like, these women need to be talked about and celebrated. And if the mainstream ain't do it, we gotta keep doing it. But yeah, because they all need to be up there with all those people. But there's no misses in Demon's Dream. And usually, I'd be like irritated with the person with a man who got all that trauma. But I love Demon.
Me too. But I do.
But usually it's just like, I usually be like, I like the people around you.
I like Smoke.
Oh, I love Smoke. Smoke.
I think it's because Demon really, really did not stand a chance. Like he really, like, if you think about it, that man really didn't stand a chance.
He did not. But his brother and his father's love, they got him, like, for real. He didn't realize what it was, but yeah, I like it a lot. So I guess we're about to spin the wheel again. Let me see here. Share my.
So I had the suggestion that this time when we spin the wheel, whatever the trope is, we all read the book, whatever the book we decide on.
I love it.
Just so that it's like more of a buddy read. We keeping each other accountable. Because we won't talk about it for the next 2 weeks, but yeah. Perspective, same book. So also, though, my idea is we all put in a book for whatever trope, and then we do the spin wheel again, just so we know which book we're reading, if that makes sense, Kim.
We're gonna follow your rules. So we're about to spin the reel right now. Let's spin. All right, spin and
secret baby, secret baby, secret baby.
Reader's choice.
Oh, well, see, that works better. So then that means we all put in a book that we have not read.
Okay.
Hold on, let me look on my list.
That we haven't read.
And then this way, then we all put a book in, and then whatever is selected, is what we decide to read.
Oh.
And hopefully it meets one of our prompts for our story graph too. I thought about that too, like, ooh, which book can I select that can do both?
Oh, is this another sports book? Oh, it is. I don't know if I want to read another sports book.
Okay, I have my book, but I have two options because I don't know if y'all read it or not.
Okay.
Also, sidebar, talking about buddy reads, I have let Sammy convince me to read Harry Potter this year. So he was like, I've already read the series, but I'll reread it. So I was like, okay, we'll do one book a month since it's 10 books in the series.
Oh, yay! I love it.
Yay.
I read Harry Potter once a year. I literally was just talking about that the other day. I was like, J.K. Rowling is a horrible individual, a terrible woman, but that's just an immaculate universe. And it's so it's so heartbreaking that she's that way when all of the books are about social justice. Like,
you know,
yeah.
For me, it's kind of like how people like unironically love Star Wars, and then it's like they missed every single message of Star Wars. And it's interesting that the creator would do it, but also, yeah, I've heard real conspiracy theories about you, Alex.
But
they are so they want to take that from her so bad. I was like, no, you know what? I think she did write it.
yeah, she 100% wrote it. She wrote it. She was like 50 when she wrote this. So yeah, she wrote it. And it's just, but it's like she doubles down on her transphobic rhetoric, like every day, all day.
Absolutely.
That's unfortunate.
I'm like, dang. But because she tackles slavery with the house elves. She tackles the government when, like, I mean, it's not a spoiler. Like when the Ministry of Magic takes over Hogwarts, that's like what Trump is doing in this country right now. Like bullying, your redemption story, parental death, loss of siblings, it's literally it hurts my heart, man, that lady goes outside like that. I love Harry Potter. A lot.
Well,
I'll read it with you and Sammy too.
Yeah.
I got the hard copies. Let me say, I love Harry Potter so much that I used to go to the bookstore the night that it would come out, midnight, be in the line to get my book.
Stop.
Yeah, I'd be there in line to get my book at Borders off of downtown Silver Spring. Rest in peace, Borders. It doesn't exist anymore. But yep, it'd be hundreds of people in line to get a Harry Potter book, and I'd be in that line waiting for my book and I would go home and sit down and start reading. Ooh, I loved it. I miss those days.
Okay, hold on. Have y'all read You Could Do Damage, Casey Mills? Yeah. Okay. I haven't read it yet.
We read a lot of Casey Mills.
Yeah, I read everything.
What about
have y'all read The Love Bully by Mel Dahl?
No.
Yep. I did.
Okay, what about Curvy Girl Summer, Danielle Allen?
No, I've never read that.
I haven't read that one.
Okay, boom, that'll be mine because I haven't read it either.
Okay. Oh, I know which one I think I want to read.
You're supposed to add it to New Spin Wheel.
Oh, okay. Let me while we do that.
Yeah. So I found one that none of us read. Okay, so now y'all both gotta find one that none of us read.
Okay, what's the name of it?
Curvy Girl Summer by Danielle Allen.
Daniell.
Mm-hmm. I was supposed to read it last year, I think, and I never got around to it.
Okay. Have you read Fucking With Me by Mel Dahl?
No, I have not.
Sloane.
Is that the new one?
I don't know. Let's see when it came out. It came out October 7th, 2025.
Who's in it?
I'm pretty sure I read it. Simonetta Brand and Dalen Verse.
Yep, I read it. I haven't read like the new one, like the one that just came out, but she said you need to read one of the books first.
All right, let me get to a different author.
I'm sorry, y'all. Mel is my girl.
Is she like an instant read for you? Like instantly?
Yeah, I'm going to pick up her books. Yeah. Oh, I'm always going to pick it up. So she know it too.
I feel like I wanted to read. Hold on.
Okay, this is books.
Let me do this.
You can do damage.
This one.
You can, but you should still read. You can do damage.
Oh, I have to. I'm up in one of the book clubs I'm in. I got to read it for February for this month because the author is coming to the meetup, the book club meetup.
Oh,
yeah. So I want to read
Casey Mills is coming to what meetup? Where? I want to go.
Well, you have to pay for the event. It's already sold out. It's a Valentine's event. Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't have been here.
It's on the 28th. Will you be back on the 28th?
Oh, Sloane has read. Hold on. Have you read this? When did this come out? Okay. Did I read this?
We can do damage.
Oh yeah, I did read that. Okay.
I don't know what I did with my books.
I'm surprised you didn't pick one of Alexandria House's sports romance. I like her writing.
We had a conversation about Alexandra House.
I mean, yeah. But
when I read that stupid ass book.
Okay.
That book that all of y'all like, Lilith, right?
I like
Lilith better.
I like
no.
Okay.
I was so irritated.
Read The Sister. The Sister is better.
Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't reading her book.
Okay, never mind. Let me go to my Kindle. Let's see what book I got this unread. I just have so many.
Oh, I'm just gonna put what I wanted. What was the book by the black guy, Morgan? I'm just gonna say him.
Oh,
yeah.
What was it?
Jason Graham. That book, the Salt and Pepper.
Okay. Yep. Salt and Pepper.
Yeah, we haven't. Yeah.
By J.
S-I-N.
DC's on Jason Graham. Garaham.
Ham.
Yeah. Okay, we got that. That's the one I'm gonna do. Salt and Pepper, because I know y'all haven't read it.
Okay.
And it's a man. It's a man.
Yes, read more Black male authors. That's my goal for the month.
Okay.
I read a Black male author today. His name is Clay Kane. His book was called Burn Master's House Down, or Burn Down Master's House, something like that. Historical fiction. Yes, it alludes to slavery and all that kind of stuff, but it's not another slavery story. Like it really, like after it, I was like, I was listening to it at first while I was walking around Costco. I was like, I don't think I should be listening to this while I'm at Costco with all these Caucasians, because I'm ready to knock over the cheeses.
You should be listening to it.
I'm ready to knock the cheeses.
Ready to knock everything down.
Like, and I finished it when I got home. I ended up picking it up on my Kindle because I wanted to read and do a little bit of immersive. So I was reading and listening. And I mean, wow, I feel so liberated. Not really sure how that's going to play out at work, but hey. Yeah.
What you got?
Nice start to Black History Month.
Let's do Back in the Day by Katrina Jackson.
That's your girl.
That's one of the books I haven't read because I think it's got a little bit of a bittersweetish ending. It's a man retelling his love story of him and his wife who's passed to his grandson.
Oh, don't cry.
Yeah, but and that's why I've been putting it off. But I was like, if I buddy read it, I'm gonna have to actually read it. So,
okay, let's see what we gonna.
Oh, I love a good crying book.
You know me, I'm here for it.
She is.
Who will editor? Okay, share. All right.
Wait, are all these books on Kindle Unlimited?
Yeah.
Okay, just make sure.
I believe so. Yeah. Yeah, it's on Kindle.
What is your book on Kindle Unlimited, Curvy Girl?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, we're spinning. You checking or?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay.
Curvy Girl Summer. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
All right, and we are going to read
Curvy Girl Summer.
Curvy Girl Summer by Danielle.
This is synopsis real quick. It's a US Today bestseller. There's got to be an easier way than dating. I want the shortcut. I just want my life. I want to find my person and start our lives together. After one night stand with her clinging ex, she has an epiphany. This ain't it. She knows what she wants and she's ready to move past casual hookups. So that's just a brief. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but Friends to Lovers is what is ranked on here. Yeah. So we'll see.
Period. It's Danielle Allen. She got a bunch of plus size. So she's a plus size girl.
I'm not sure. I think so, actually.
Call her. Yeah, I met her.
Yeah.
Twice.
The other one, Big Girl Blitz, comes out this year, and then the second book in the series is Plus Size Player. So yeah.
Okay, Danielle Allen. Let's get it. Plus size.
Are we okay with that? I'm okay with switching.
No, I'm reading it. I already got it in my Kindle.
I love Danielle Allen. I talk to her every time I see her at a signing. No, I love her.
I actually bought it on the Kindle, but I bought it. But yeah,
she has a because she was an English major, I believe. So she also has like this Edgar Allan Poe series where like she reworks his books. Yeah.
Oh, I like
she knows her worth too. Her books cost $11.99. Shout out to somebody that's not giving me a $5.
Yeah, that one is the traditionally published one.
$5.
That one is the traditionally published one.
Period. Go off.
That's
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, that's the one that's really taken off. And shout out to her. I'm like, yes, girl.
Ooh, what trope does this? I mean, what? We should have put Buddy Read on here on our thing.
Oh, yeah, we should. You know what? 2027. We'll know.
Yeah, I'll keep a mental note.
Oh, for the channel. Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, y'all. Well, we didn't talk about everything I wanted to talk about, but we discussed quite a bit today. And
one more thing.
It's Black History Month.
Yes.
Black, everything black.
That. But talking about black folk, y'all girl don't have her show no more.
Huh? Who don't have what?
Basketball Wives is done.
Oh yeah, congratulations! That shit should have been stopped when Tammy left. Girl, I'm so glad that you realized that show was trash. She was what? She had basketball wise, Orlando, basketball wise, LA, Miami, Kentucky. None of them was working. So congratulations, Shawnee. You had a good run.
You had a good run, girl.
You did have a good run.
That's funny. Okay, that's all I'm talking about.
I'm just like, sometimes you got to know when to fold them and just don't go outside. Because she went outside. That shit was trash. And I was trying to watch it. And they had, anytime you just have a bunch of little young, messy, well, I guess I'm old. Because I literally was like, anytime you have a bunch of young, messy girls on the show, but no, I actually do like that. But yeah, she should have just canceled it. Just
no, it's because they were old and messy. The one in
Orlando,
yeah.
But that's like Carlos King. I love him, but he should hang up loving Mary Huntsville. Like that show's trash now too, and I used to love it, but it's terrible.
I liked the very early seasons of that, but I don't know. Yeah. It was just like, oh, you know what? Maybe this should not be airing right now.
No, it shouldn't. And it's like y'all dropped the plot. Like the reason everybody wanted to watch it was about a group of entrepreneurs revitalizing an area of Huntsville, Alabama, with a little bit of their relationships involved. But then this just came trashy reality TV. And it's like I liked it because I liked the mess, but it was getting too messy. Martell stalking his ex-wife, sending her to jail, like all of that, like doxing her.
And then like the people from Huntsville, if you actually followed any groups, the people from Huntsville would be spilling all the tea. They were like, yeah, y'all, his mistress lived down the street.
Yes.
Wow.
It was just, it's terrible.
And has for years.
And even Bell Collective. Like, I like Bell Collective, but it's even doing the same thing. It's like, there is a show, and I don't think Owen's going to bring it back, but it was these women in Texas at the Heart and Hustle that came on this year on OWN. When I tell y'all, that was fabulous program. Like, everything doesn't have to be messy. It was these women in Texas. One owned a spa. One was a restaurateur. One was a publicist. And she's going through a divorce. It's like, it was just good. Like they met because of the show. Like they were forming a group because of the show, but you could tell that they just respected women and women doing good work. And so, but yeah, I liked it. I don't know if they're gonna get renewed. I would hope that they would, because you got to see them with their families or in their relationships, but you also got to see them doing their jobs. And that was just really interesting to me to watch. And so I hope they bring it back. They can bring that back, or they can also bring back that family that has all of the property. I forget the name of that family. But that was good too. But yeah, Shawnee, find something else to do. Start a Gospel Wives.
Yikes.
Kimberell, can't you tell?
Okay, this has been fun. No.
Kiera Shear, yeah.
No.
Oh my gosh. Dorinda Clark.
No.
We could have what's my girl name? Leandria.
No.
After she been sipping on a little bit on the show. Come on, Shawnee, make that one happen. Gospel Wives. That's what I want to see. I want to see them gather them together. And everybody don't have to be from Detroit. I don't know why everybody thinks just all the best gospel singers are from Detroit. Like, you can sprinkle it around. And then y'all could have Fred, my favorite.
No. Okay.
Fred Hammond on there.
It's been fun.
Blessed. Late in the midnight hour.
Hello?
Yeah, Shawnee. I'm a tweet. Period. My daughter knows it's going down.
Okay.
Gospel Wives will be lit. That's what she needs to do next. And it will work because she's a first lady. So she got the connection. She a first lady of a church. Then you can get Megan Good on there because she's the ex-first lady.
Okay.
Giselle Bryan.
Again, this has been fun.
Giselle Bryan and then Dr. Kim.
Oh my God.
Dr. Kim Bryan, ain't that her name? Dr. Kim? Dr. Karen? What's her name? That's my dog. That lady would get all of them together. Okay. This would be a good show. If you got Dr. Bryan on there too, handling them. Morgan, you know good and doggone well. all them women I named, and then Dr. Brian come in, and then what's my girl, Sarah Jakes?
Sarah Jakes is not going to do that.
You don't know. Sarah
would not.
Sarah would absolutely come on in. Sarah was on the show with Tamar and them. She would come on. Sarah Jakes talks to Krishan, so she would go on in.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, this is great. I'm gonna pitch this to Shawnee because Preacher's Wives is necessary, and they could start by watching The Preacher's Wife together.
Stop. Okay, I'm exiting the stage. This has been fun.
You go.
Time.
This was wonderful. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Urban Whisperers podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow, forward, tell your friends, tell your grandmama, tell the Preacher's Wives. So now I got the Preacher's Wives to push, and I'm trying to get sponsorship from Morg Creates and all of the amazing things that she crochets. I'm trying to get a sponsor on this show. But follow the people. Follow @Sloane_Bueller. She actually is posting, you guys. So you won't just be following for no reason. She's active on the socials. Yay.
I'm posting on our Facebook too. So if you see posts on Facebook, y'all please talk to me on there. I'm talking to myself.
It'll come. She said Facebook. It'll come. It'll come. And then
I get notifications all the time.
And then Morg's Facebook, follow her because she always doing something bookish or jealous. And
completely. She's everywhere.
Everywhere. She's
gonna post being in Miami in 2 weeks. So
I'm hollering.
Yes. Love it.
Mm-hmm. What are you doing down there? Oh, want to see something.
Bookstore. I'm doing an event for this bookstore that I opened. Silent investor bookstore. So I gotta go check it out.
Hilarious.
All right, y'all. We'll catch you next week, or we'll catch you in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Catch you in a couple weeks. A tout
Ciao.